In this video, guys, I'm going to explain to you why adding organic matter to your raised garden beds is very important. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start here. I'm going to use this example, and this is a teaching video, guys. So, watch all the way to the end. This is a teaching video. I want you to see what this soil looks like. This is a raised bed that I grew onions from spring until about, I don't know, a month ago. But this soil, I want you to look at it. Now, I amend this raised garden bed every single year, but I want you to see this soil. This soil is depleted of all nutrients. I have added over every year in the spring and the fall, I add organic material to this raised garden bed. But as you can see, from the spring till now, which is late August, about, I think it's going to be September in 2 days or something. Look, all the organic matter is gone. So what do we need to do, or what am I going to do to add organic matter? And I'm going to show you what it is I add to this raised garden bed to get it ready for the winter and of course for next spring. Because right now, the onions that I grew in this raised garden bed have totally depleted any nutrients that are in here. And I need to amend it. So here is my compost bin made out of pallets. Well, it is a compost bin, but this is actually not compost. What you guys are seeing here, this is actually leaf mold, is what this is. Back in the fall of last year, this was all leaves. And come September of this year, look, and I've been using it. I mean, this thing was up to here, and I've been using it all summer long to amend pots and raised beds. But this is leaf mold, 100% organic leaf mold. And I do have a video that I'll put, I think, right up here that you guys can check out how it is I make my homemade leaf mold. Super easy. So let me go and add this to the garden bed and show you why this right here is so beneficial to add to your soil. So right here, I'm going to make a little split here. And this is so you guys can get an understanding of what I'm trying to explain to you. So on this end here, I'm going to add the leaf mold right here. On this end, I'm not going to add leaf mold, just for the purposes of teaching you in this video. Eventually I will add leaf mold to it, but I want to show you why it's so important when I add it to here and I don't add it to here. And then when I water both of these at the same time, you are going to get a clear idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got the leaf mold here, and I put a little splitter there just for example purposes and teaching purposes. So right here we have I put about 2 inches of leaf mold, and this side I put nothing. And look at that, the leaf mold even has the, look, it's got the worms in it. That's right. I bet you won't find a single worm in there. There's no nutrients in there, no food. There's no food for worms, there's no food for plants, there's no food for nothing there. That's where this comes in. So I want you guys to take this moment right here to realize, to understand what it is I'm trying to really explain to you. As you see this leaf mold here, it's rich, very, very nutritious. I want you to picture this being on the ground, flip it upside down, and make believe that this leaf mold is underneath this soil about 2-3 inches underneath this is dead soil. This is dead. So I want you to picture this being 2-3 inches under this. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. Let me show you why it's so important. So we already established that the leaf mold is one of the most nutritious natural composts that you can absolutely make for free at home. There's nothing better that's organically natural than leaf mold. So, and here's the other benefit. Now watch this. Watch leaf mold. You water, right? You water your garden. I don't want to make this video too long, but for teaching purposes, I kind of have to. Just bear with me. Do you see how that leaf mold is acting like a sponge? And remember what I said. Picture this being 2-3 inches underneath that. Look what's happening. Do you see how it's absorbing that water? That is amazing. It's not only retaining water for your plant roots, but it's also feeding your plants the most nutritious organic fertilizer that the planet Earth can possibly offer. That's why trees are so healthy and green. Okay, you see that? It's pooling just a little bit, but in about 3-4 seconds, all that's going to go away. So now, this didn't get any leaf mold. Let's give this some watering and see what happens. Bear with me. You guys can count the seconds of how long I did the leaf mold watering as opposed to this. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see the difference? There's the leaf mold. And look at this. Look at that, right? That looks like a little swimming pool. That right there looks like a sponge to me. It holds its moisture. And now watch this. This water ain't going nowhere. And this is where a lot of backyard gardeners can make a mistake. Is where, you know, eventually when this water does go down in about, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I put a lot of water. There was a pool of water in here in my raised garden bed. So my plants got plenty of water. Well, did they? Once this totally goes down, I'm going to show you that this did not get water. So I'm going to come back in about, 10 minutes when this finally drains. Okay, so it's been about 7 minutes now, and you can see it's still a little pulled up. So, but it has been, I've been counting off camera, it's been about 7 minutes. You know, this right here never pulled up, the organic leaf mold, and just a plain dirt. And it's still kind of pulled up, but I don't, in order to not make this video too long, I want to get this video over and done with. So, right here is a learning experience that a lot of new gardeners will be misled by looking at the top soil, how it looks moist, it looks wet. But is it really wet? Yeah, it looks wet, but your roots don't sit on top of the soil here, right? Think of it that way. Your roots are buried, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches down. So let's take this spot right here that you think is nice and wet, and I'm not going to go too crazy. And I'm doing this live. I'm not guinea rigging this video. I'm doing this with experience. Let's see how wet is this ground. Look at that. Can you see that? That is dry. See, guys, I'm not shitting you. Look, it's dry. Even though there was a pool of water in here, it looks like it's wet and that you watered your plants enough. But look, you go down 2-3 inches. Look, not even 2-3 inches. You go down 1/4 of an inch and it's totally dry. There's nothing there. Now, look at the organic matter, the leaf mold. Look at it. It didn't pool. And you see, when I dig down into the leaf mold, yeah, there's dry thing there. But once you water sufficiently, this is what you're going to get underneath your ground, is you're going to get that leaf mold that's going to act as that sponge that's going to be sitting under this soil right here about 3-4 inches. So once you get this wet, this will hold water and fertilizer and nutrients for your plant roots for up to a week in between waterings. So that's why it's very important for you to add organic material to your raised garden beds and your pots as well. I grow in pots. So guys, I hope this is a teaching lesson for you. Don't let the surface of the soil lie to you and misguide you that, oh yeah, I watered. You saw what I did. It was pooled with water. And then a lot of gardeners make mistakes is that, yeah, I'm just going to walk away because I gave it enough water. No, you didn't. There is no water in there. But in this, there's water in that. And food. The most organic food you can possibly get on the face of the planet is right here, leaf mold. Mother Nature creates it, and you can duplicate it. Just watch the video that I posted up there. It's in the description box or up there somewhere. And I will teach you in that video exactly how I make this leaf mold. Okay, there you go guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give the video a thumbs up. If you did not like watching this video, give it a thumbs down. But if you want to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by sharing out this video to other people so they could see it on your social media, and also by clicking the subscribe button. My channel, I do not charge anything for you to click the subscribe button right down there. So, till next time, every one of you stay safe